Where is the best place to add this sentence? In addition, 50 million to 70 million Americans struggle with sleep disorders such as sleep apnea, insomnia, and restless leg syndrome, which can ruin a good night's shut-eye. When looking for the best location to place a new sentence, we need to take into account not only which sentence precedes it, but also which sentence follows it, and see which choice gives us the most cohesive narrative. We can see that our sentence expounds upon sleeping problems Americans may struggle with. The fact that our sentence starts with "in addition" is a hint that the previous sentence will have discussed this as well in some capacity, or discussed something that will lead into this fact. With this in mind, let's try plugging our given sentences into our choices and see how they sound. A. Following sentence 2. The connection between sleep, dementia, and early death from any cause is especially worrisome, experts say, due to the sleep habits of Americans and people around the world. Although this sentence mentions the phrase sleep habits, it doesn't actually mention what any of these sleep habits are. That being the case, it doesn't make sense to add our sentence, which mentions additional sleep problems, after this one. This can be marked off. B. Following sentence 5. But 1 in 3 Americans doesn't get enough sleep, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Already we can see that the "in addition" in our given sentence could work here, as this sentence discusses poor sleep habits. The rest of our given sentence fits here too, as it mentions different ways that can ruin someone's sleep, which fits seamlessly after this sentence mentions that 1/3 of Americans don't get enough sleep. This is a strong contender, but we'll take a look at our other choices just to be sure. C. Following sentence 6. The CDC calls that a public health problem because disrupted sleep is associated with a higher risk of conditions including diabetes, stroke, cardiovascular disease, and dementia. Although on a surface level it may sound like our sentence could fit well here, taking a closer look, we can see that this isn't the best spot. This sentence discusses conditions one may develop when they don't get enough sleep. Our given sentence is discussing conditions one may have that cause them to lose sleep. With this in mind, we can see that choice B is the better option, and we can mark this off. And D, following sentence 7. Medical science has no current cure for dementia, but there are things you can do to reduce your risk. Because this sentence is only discussing dementia and not any of the subjects in our given sentence, that is, conditions one may have that don't allow him to have a good night's sleep, we can see that this wouldn't be an appropriate place for our sentence. This being the case, we can mark this choice off and mark our original answer, choice B, as our final answer.